Bidenomics, what I'm going to call KAMALANOMICS, uh, 7-Eleven to close nearly 450 stores nationwide. This is wild, wild news. A staple, 7-Eleven, a staple in most communities, middle class, working class people frequent 7-Eleven all over the country, especially where I'm from in Virginia. There's tons of 7-Elevens. Out here in Texas, there's a few. Again, they're all over the country. People frequent, working class in particular, frequent 7-Eleven. I know when I used to clean carpet, I cleaned carpet for like 5 years back in the day. And I would always stop off at 7-Eleven and get my drinks, get my little snacks if I wanted something to snack on, something to eat. Them little hot cheeseburger dog things. I love those. I used to tear those up back in my days, back in the day. They're closing now. 450 of them. No one can survive in this economy. All the middle class, all the working class staples are shutting down. Like Big Lots. You see Red Lobster struggling. That's somewhere if you want to take your family nice. If you're part of the middle class, you take them out to Red Lobster. Back when I was in high school and used to go to homecoming and then your prom and stuff like that, you would take your girl there, the Red Lobster, to treat her something special. You know what I'm saying? All of these places are closing now because they cannot survive this inflation. They cannot survive this Kamala Harris, this Biden economy. So we're going to talk a little bit about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's talk about this news here. This comes from the Gateway Pundit from Ben Koo, and he reports that the convenience store 7-Eleven will close over 400 stores nationwide, the company has announced. According to CNN, 7 and is that 1 or 7 and I Holdings, the chain's Japan-based parent company, announced the closure in their earnings report on Thursday. Under the proposed measures, 444 locations of 7-Eleven will be shut down due to a fall in sales, high inflation, and a decrease in cigarette purchases. Quote, the North American economy remained robust overall thanks to the consumption of high-income earners, despite a persistently inflationary elevated interest rate and deteriorating employment environment, 7 and 1 said in its earnings release. Or is it 7 and I or 7 and L, whatever. There was a more prudent approach to consumption, particularly among middle and low income earners. That's what I was just stating. That's what I was just saying. The middle class, the working class are struggling right now. We're all struggling right now. So all the places that we would normally frequent are not being patroned like they used to because people are being more frugal about where they spend their money. In a statement provided to CBS, a company spokesperson insisted this decision was about optimizing their portfolio. Quote, aligned with our long-term growth strategy, we continuously review and optimize our portfolio to deliver convenience where, when, and how customers need it, the spokesperson explained. As part of this, we made the decision to optimize a number of non-core assets that do not fit into our growth strategy. They continue. At the same time, we continue to open stores in areas where customers are looking for more convenience. 7-Eleven was founded in 1927 in Dallas, Texas as Toten, a small convenience store selling ice milk and bread. In 1947, the name changed to 7-Eleven to reflect its extended operating hours, 7 to 11 p.m., which was uncommon at the time. Yeah, places used to close really, really early back in the day. So to have hours of operation like that back then was like groundbreaking. It eventually grew into a global franchise with Japan's Stevens and I Holdings acquiring it in 1991, and today it's one of the largest global convenience store chains with over 84,000 stores Why? Wow. Again, another company struggling, another something that we normally never see. But this is the sign of the times. This is letting you know that regular average people are struggling right now. This is why people are leaving the Democratic plantation, and black people in particular are leaving the Democratic plantation for greener pastures, because we remember how things was under Trump. We know how the economy was booming before the pandemic, and when the pandemic hit and the economy was in turmoil, we are smart enough, we are insightful enough to know not to blame Trump for that, because he had no way of knowing he had no way of controlling this pandemic, and yet he still gets blamed for that. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.